Now it's time to hear or know about Rotary International President Representative, past District Governor Dr. Manzoorul Haq Chowdhury. Our conference advisor, past District Governor Velayudu Ravindran is going to introduce this guest.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கங்கள். பட்டாசு என்ற புனைப்பெயரை வைத்த நமது மாவட்ட ஆளுநர் பாலா இத்துணை பெரிய அரங்கில் தீபாவளியை வெகு சீக்கிரமாகவே கொணர்வார் என்று நாம் யாரும் எதிர்பார்த்திருக்க முடியாது. உலகத்தில் உள்ள ரோட்டரி மாவட்டங்களிலேயே உறுப்பினர் மேம்பாட்டில் முதன்மை ஸ்தானம் பெற காத்திருக்கக்கூடிய எனது அருமை தம்பி பாலா அவர்களுக்கு முதற்கண் நாம் எல்லோரும் கலவரியில் எழுப்பி அவரை வாழ்த்த வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நம்முடைய பன்னாட்டு ரோட்டரி தலைவர் கேரி அவர்களுடைய பிரதிநிதியாக இங்கு வந்திருக்கக்கூடிய RI பிரசிடென்ட்ஸ் ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவ் PDG டாக்டர் மன்சூரல் ஹக் சௌத்ரி அவர்களே மற்றும் அவருடைய துணைவியார் மிஸ்ஸஸ் நிம்மி ஜஹான் அவர்களே, பாரத பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களுடைய பிரதிநிதியாக இங்கே சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக நம்முடைய வந்து உரையாற்ற காத்திருக்கும் சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சியினுடைய தேசிய செயலாளர் H. ராஜா அவர்களே, மேடையிலே வீற்றிருக்கக்கூடிய ரோட்டரியின் நண்பர்களே, எனக்கு முன்னாலே அமர்ந்திருக்கக்கூடிய முன்னாள் ஆளுநர்களே, இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி செம்மையாக நடக்க கடுமையான உழைப்பை தந்திருக்கக்கூடிய கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் சேர்மன் அருமன் நண்பர் வெள்ளை உள்ளம் கொண்ட கருப்பையா அவர்களே, எனக்கு முன்னாலே அமர்ந்திருக்கக்கூடிய 2014-15 ஆண்டினுடைய உதவி ஆளுநர்களே, தலைவர்களே, செயலாளர்களே மற்றும் மாவட்ட மண்டல பொறுப்பாளர்களே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் சிறந்தாழ்ந்த வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். I am extremely happy to introduce our beloved RI President's representative, PDG Dr. Manzoorul Haq Chowdhury. He is a public health specialist, obtained MS in community medicine from Long Island University in New York, USA. He studied DTM and H from London School of Hygiene under London University in UK and did his MBBS degree from Sylhet Medical College in Bangladesh. He is the Managing Director of Allied Hospital for Critical Care and Research and Medimax Medical Center in Sylhet. He is also a Director of Silco Pharmaceuticals Limited, National Diagnostic Center and Shah Jalal Medical Services and Chairman and CEO of Parmex Pharmaceuticals, all based in Sylhet, Bangladesh. As President of 2 successive terms, Rotarian Manzoor led Rotary Club of Central Bronx in New York, USA in the year 2000 and 2001 and 2001 and 2. Also successfully served as Rotary in the district 7230 USA as Assistant Governor in the year 2002 and 3. His illustrious services and magnificent Rotary involvement as well as personal and professional accomplishments helped him to becoming uncontested District Governor of pre-bifurcated RI District 3280 in the year 2010 and 11. Currently, PDG Dr. Chowdhury is serving RI District 3282 as District Trainer and has been designated to carry on the same position during the upcoming year of 2015 and 16 too. As a dreamer and founder chairman of Jalalabad Disabled Rehabilitation Center and Hospital, Dr. Chowdhury reputation through establishing the only rehabilitation center and hospital in Sylhet for the physically challenged population. He has been honored with the lifelong trustee chair position in this hospital. Also served as founder chairman of Jalabad Vocational Assistance and Training Center in Sylhet. He is also the man of visionary in founding the only artificial limb and brace center in Sylhet. Dr. Manzoor led good number of delegations from Bangladesh to countries like India, Nepal, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, France, UK and USA as a leader and member of the teams. He was a GSE team leader from Bangladesh to Texas, USA in the year 1996. Served as Rotary International volunteer in the year 2001 and is the recipient of Rotary Foundation Award from both RI District 3280 Bangladesh and RID 7930 USA. He has also acted as a moderator, speaker, and resource person at several international programs in USA, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh as a training leader at the Rotary International Institute in Bali, Indonesia. Having an illustrious family background, Dr. Manzoor Haq Chowdhury is happily married to Mrs. Nimmi Jahan, President of Innerville Club of Sylhet. The couple is blessed with 3 sons, Shadmani Chowdhury and Vasif Chowdhury, both medical doctors, and Adnan Chowdhury, pursuing his school studies in an elementary school in Sylhet. Friends, about his hobbies, he's fond of watching Amitabh Bachchan's movies and is a fan of our superstar Rajinikanth too. He never misses even one movie of our superstar Rajinikanth. And he is a volleyball player. With this, I am extremely happy to present this great personality to this August gathering. Thanks for the wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful introduction. And now we request the RA President Representative, Past District Governor Dr. Manzoor Haq Chowdhury, to please address the gathering. We are waiting to listen to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Past District Governor B. Ravindran, for your very kind and gracious introduction about me and my family. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, which means I start in the name of God, who is very kind and merciful. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Venakam, Venakam, Iniyakalai, Venakam. When we say Assalamu alaikum, we expect wa alaikum salam from the audience. Assalamu alaikum. Can you say that louder? Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. And may I also try to greet you in Bangla, Shubho Shokal, which means good morning. Can you try that? Shubho Shokal? Shubho Shokal, louder. Shubho Shokal means good morning. Can I ask you to say Shubho Shokal? Thank you. Now you can speak better Bangla than I do. And I can invite you to go to Bangladesh and you'll be able to speak Bangla. It's a wonderful district conference, but I can see lack of one small thing, which is lack of applause is not that louder that I expected. I can see you are in great festive mood, and I'm impressed to see the great enthusiasm among all of you to be here today. But I have good reasons to ask you to give the applause louder, and believe me, it's not for me, but I have good reasons to ask you to put your hands together again and again and to give big applause again and again during this conference. And I'm sure you'll be willing to know the reasons. The first reason is you have heard from PDG Ravindran that I'm a public health specialist. And like me, all the doctors, they advise people like us in this subcontinent as we eat our food with hand. And as a public health specialist, I advise people to wash hands before we take food with our hands. But very few people listen to our advices. Rather, they wash their hands after they finish their food. So as a past district governor, I have observed that in this kind of place, you have enough opportunity to put your hands again and again, and I can tell you that you will not need to wash your hands before taking food. You'll have your hands dirt-free. So give a big hand of applause. The second reason is, in this kind of conference, we always have raffle draw, the lottery, and not everyone wins the prizes. And the palmists say that in order to get the prizes, you need to change your hand lines, the palm lines. If you put your hands together again and again, you have a chance to get your palm lines changed. So do that again one more time, another big round of applause. But the main reason that I ask you to put your hands again and again is giving applause is the best way to greet people, to congratulate people. We all are here today to congratulate each other and to felicitate each other on this great occasion of this great district conference of your great district 2980. Congratulations. District Governor Bala, I don't know the Tamil meaning of the word Bala, but in Bangla it is something that women like very much. And they spend a lot of money for Bala. And that's the reason why I heard so much of appreciation from the only lady governor of 3281, Safina Rahman. Maheshwarji, don't mind for that, but I'm sure it is not only the ladies, but Bala is liked by everyone, not only in your district, but all his batchmates, they talk very high of Bala. So, Mr. Chief Guest, Honorable Secretary of Bharatiya Janata Party, First Lady of the district, my wife Nimi, galaxy of past district governors, District Governor-elect, District Governor nominee, future First Ladies, my aide Zakir and the members of his wonderful family, fellow Rotarians, Rotaractors, Interactors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely pleased and delighted to be here today and to be a part of your wonderful district conference. I are extremely grateful to our RI President Gary and First Lady Karina for giving us this opportunity to represent them in your district conference. We have carried greetings to all of you from President Gary and First Lady Karina. Fellow Rotarians, welcome to this district conference. And thanks to Almighty God that He has enabled us that we are here today. Fellow Rotarians, Patasu, the very name of your district conference. I heard that it means crackers in Tamil. And I find a wonderful similarity between Patasu and potash that is in Bangla. We call crackers potash in Bangla. I hope that I'll find the similarity in the minds of people of Tamil Nadu, and of the people of Bangladesh. Fellow Rotarians, I'm sure you all will be enjoying each and every moment of this district conference. I was so impressed to know that to commemorate with this year's theme, Light Up Rotary, District Governor Bala has named all the programs of your district like Blast, Illuminate, Bana, Vedikai, and stuff like that. And so Bala, again, congratulations that you have given so much emphasis on Light Up Rotary. Fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, every sunrise delivers a wonderful opportunity to all of us to do something for our community during the day. and every sunset ask us the question, what have we done with the opportunity that we got in the morning? As Rotarians, we all must remain prepared to answer this question, that yes, we have done something for our community. Rotary's sun never sets because there is something going on in some part of the world under the banner of Rotary. This morning, I can see here more than 3,000 powerful individuals who are determined to continue their dedication for the cause of humanity. Together with more than 1.2 million Rotarians from all over the world, we are going to take a good look at some of these problems that we watch on TV every day, or in newspapers, or we see ourselves in our community. Friends, we are here to take a fresh oath to dedicate our time, talent, and resources for fixing those problems of our fellow human being. We have gathered here on this bright Saturday morning in Chennai to show our spirit of turning bad news to good news. President Gary has asked the DGs of this year to make the news in the world little better, little happier, and little more hopeful. Gary said, quote, we have been talking a long time about membership, and I think you all know that we have a goal of making the total membership in Rotary of 1.3 million. Today, I take this opportunity to congratulate the Rotarians of this district for your huge success in terms of membership. Can you put your hands together again to give a big round of applause to get the support of our spouses so that we can make Rotary stronger in our regions. President Gary talked about a Chinese philosopher named Confucius, as he calls him the world's first Rotarian, though he died 2,005 years ago. His ideas were very much Rotary ideas. And one of the things he said was, it is better to light a single candle than to sit and curse the darkness. This one line sums up everything we think in Rotary. There are so many problems in the world, so many people who need our help, and many people say, there is nothing I can do. They sit there, do nothing, everything stays dark. But this is not the Rotary way. The Rotary way is the Confucius way. 1.2 million Rotarians will light up 1.2 million candles. And together, we light up the world. And this is what Gary wants us to do. He wants us all to light up Rotary during the entire year of 2014 and 15 and after that. In order to light up Rotary, we need also to light up our minds, to enrich our knowledge with Rotary. Fellow Rotarians, ladies and gentlemen, let us take time to think, because thoughts are sources of power. Let us take time to read, because reading is the fountain of wisdom. Let us take time to make people friends, because it is friendship that gives life a delicious flavor. And let us take time to give, because life is too short to be selfish. Always carry a heart that never hates. Carry a smile that never fades. Carry a touch that never hurts people, rather gives comfort to people. If you wish to do something, let us do it now and don't wait for tomorrow. If you want to do something for our children, let us think about that the children are the fountain of our life. Right now is the time his blood is being formed, his bones are being made, and his senses are being developed. To our children, we cannot say tomorrow. His name is today. For our elderly people, if we want to do something, let us do it now, because tomorrow, if we want to do something for our elderly people, we may not get them to serve them. I have a little story to share with you. A man, I would say an old man, went to a flower shop to buy a flower bouquet for his mother. And as his mother lived 200 miles away from his home, he intended to buy the flower bouquet and to send it by courier service. So he went to the flower shop, but near the door he saw a young girl was crying. He asked the girl the reason why she was crying. The girl said, "I wanted to buy a flower bouquet for my mother, but it cost $2. I have $1 in my pocket, so I was not able to buy the flower bouquet." The man said, "Okay, I'll buy you one." So both of them, they bought the flower bouquet. The man bought it and then he ordered it for courier service delivery to his mother. Then he came out and offered the young girl a ride. So both of them were riding and the man was looking for the destination of the young girl. At some point, the young girl asked the man to stop the car and asked him to let her get off the car. So he stopped the car and the girl got off from the car and she entered into a graveyard. She sat by a new grave and put the flower bouquet on the grave and started crying. Then the man asked the girl, whose grave was that? The girl said, "This is the grave of my mother who died yesterday." Then the man immediately stood up and started thinking about that if this young girl could have lost her mother at this age, that means her mother could be 40, 45 years old. What is the guarantee that his mother, who is 80 years old, would be leaving tomorrow or day after tomorrow to receive his flower bouquet that he has booked in the courier service? Went back to the shop, canceled the courier order, took the flower bouquet in his hand, and drove 200 miles the same day to deliver the flower bouquet to his ailing mother the same day, considering that if he waited for tomorrow, he would not have found his mother alive. The moral of this story is that if we want to do something